Hello, everybody. This is Eric, a.k.a. Cannister, guy on the right of the screen.
And Johnny, a.k.a. Triforcelegend, on the left is Unicorn.
And we're joined by Nick,
a.k.a. Gulbrandr on Discord. Yeah.
So Johnny and I, both of us are in the same Discord pod, and we decided we wanted to play an in-person game, and I got some fancy toys, so we decided to record it in our store here, local store, Midgard Comics and Games in New Hampshire. So here we are, we're playing.
So Unicorn, Keeper of Fire, versus Dragon, Seeker of Void. Pretty standard.
And you get to watch some exciting Mulligan action. That's the card I mulliganed, I point to. I think I'm trying to remember what I mulled. It was somebody big.
I mulled a Utaku Infantry.
So what are you looking for early?
I already had what I needed early. I had a Border Rider. I had a Shono in case I had an opportunity to charge. And I believe a Windswept Yurt. So I just didn't feel like I wanted another small body.
I was pretty pleased because that second card I just touched was Mitsu sitting on a Resto, and I was pretty sure I was going to get an early poke in a Resto and get some value out of that. We'll see how that goes. Hint, it went poorly.
This is me mulling for Wayfinder and not getting it.
Oh. Yeah, so you can try to find that Resto before you have to run face first into it.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly. I think I got rid of a cloud and something else there.
Looks like you pulled a Mountain Does Not Fall.
Two mountains.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I grabbed the two mountains in my deck. Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Lots of fate in there.
Where is he?
It's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
And we've got the flip.
So on the Unicorn side, there's a Shono, Master Swift Waves, Border Rider, and Battle Maiden Recruit is what I got on them all.
All right. That's who I was pretty happy with the Investigator. I actually hadn't looked at Sumiko when I mulled for her, and I was surprised to see, two big characters.
So that's probably more than you're looking for, right?
Yeah, I didn't really want that. Johnny just wanted to check what the initiate did. Triforcelegend.
Yeah, a few times in this game I had to ask Eric to read a card for me because I'm not wearing my glasses.
Coming in at a disadvantage. So I thought this was pretty standard, and probably, I think, less and less. I'm not super enamored with Investigator in a Unicorn matchup with HMT because unless I'm attacking in with it, I basically don't get an opportunity to use it because they're like two.
Yeah, so this is a question for Nick, I guess, because I don't know the answer. He passed both conflicts here after playing the Investigator, so he didn't get to use it.
I passed the first one. Oh, we'll see that. I passed the first conflict.
Oh, okay.
And then I was forced to pass the second conflict.
That's right.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
All right, I want to see how that works out.
Yeah. And I remembered to get my dial.
Getting honor dials. Good decision. Unsurprising
Vibes.
bid. So 3 fate for Unicorn, 2 for Dragon. Am I seeing that right?
Yep, yeah,
Yes.
I had 2.
Okay.
I got the passing fate on the first turn. I think maybe only. Maybe not, I don't know.
I did not.
We got Johnny's cool creation 3D printed boxes for all the fancy luxury playstyle swag at the top.
So here's the Wayfinder, which I drew on the...
Yeah, he peeked at my Resto. I felt bad.
Oh.
I was not happy. So you drew it, right? Yeah,
I drew it.
You drew it on the 5.
Yeah.
Immediately saw the Resto, and I started to feel pretty bad.
So I think the hard mull for Wayfinder and the 5 bid gives you a 50-50 shot at getting a Wayfinder.
Yeah.
Just
You've done the
about,
math,
yeah.
right?
I've done the math.
Yeah. It's pretty good odds.
Technically, I didn't do a hard mull, though. I mulled 3 out of 4 cards.
And then, if you can avoid it for a turn, then you got a 1 in 4 chance of hitting it if you can't look, and then hopefully next turn you can draw one.
Yep.
Or, well, you're probably going HMT. You're probably
But I have
hitting more than one.
I have a 100% chance for the option to not go into resto even if I don't hit it, because I could just go to the one I just revealed. That's not resto.
That's true.
No. If you have one wayfinder, if you don't have any wayfinders.
If I have one wayfinder, I'm guaranteed to not have to go to resto.
Sure. Yeah. Except if you want to trigger your box.
Everybody else seems to want to flip to turn 1. Do you think that's the case with Unicorn against Dragon? Right, because at least even if you're going to go resto, right, you get it out of the way early.
I think if you get it on the second conflict, and you spend some cards.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
I want him to hit it in the first turn, and it doesn't usually work out that way.
Yep.
So Sumiko, that's a pilgrimage.
He's probably feeling pretty secure here. I mean, he's coming in with 3. I mean, he can bonsai up over it, but so you defend with the investigator.
Yeah. So this is the beginning of some bad decisions. I was holding the 2 mountains, so I said, well, I'll defend. I had a Seal of the Dragon, a fan here. I didn't have a katana.
Void Fist, looks
and
like
a Void
an assassinate.
Fist, right? So I'm thinking I'm going to dirtle here a bit until I can Void Fist somebody, and then Mountain does not fall. Johnny starts to load up on katanas.
I'm assuming he's not running Assassinate, so I'm starting to load up the board.
Did I see an Assassinate in there, or am I seeing things? It's hard to tell. Are you running Assassinate in the deck?
Me, no.
Okay. All right.
This is a carbon copy of Tests, whatever. Anil's not actually his latest.
The ever popular Crab Splash.
Yeah.
So we are 1 to 5, so not quite breaking right now.
I'm trying to decide if I should play the Admit Defeat now or hold off and see if he'll pump up his investigator.
Oh man, that's more spoilers. He's on a fancy splash.
Yeah.
A fancy white-haired splash.
The best splash, one might say.
One might. One crane might say that. Nick's a crane.
Yeah.
I've made a decision, finally.
All right, so 7 to 1. So now we're breaking. So now we're into need to do some stuff.
Yeah. So I think right about here I realized, oh my god, I can't Void Fist that one. Because totally just got too excited and forgot that I needed to actually match military strength.
Box up to 3.
And then here it is. That's the Admit Defeat, which is a little glary. Gotta watch the glare next time.
And yeah, that's gonna break pretty solidly.
That's the game, right there. It felt pretty terrible. Okay. It's only 35 minutes long. Breaks, gets rid of the Sumiko, which
not
of course
terribly
you do.
surprising there.
Trigger the box with the
Yep.
Wayfinder.
Yeah, right.
Yep, ditch the Wayfinder.
Very
for
proud of
that.
you for remembering all your triggers.
Yeah.
Johnny and I played a tournament, and he
Been
forgot to
working on it.
trigger, and I got a little snippy with him about it. So you gotta remember that. Also, I forgot my Secret Fate just then on that pilgrimage.
Pilgrimage.
Yeah, which hurt pretty bad later.
Yep.
And I noticed sometime in like 2 minutes from now, I go, ah.
I think you noticed at like the end of the round.
What?
It was a little while later, like the end of the round. Or something.
Yeah. Right, yeah, we were doing cleanup, and I was looking and noticed that I saw the bottom of pilgrimage.
Yeah. It's funny, you never see the little void symbol until it's broken already.
Yeah, right.
So.
It's upside down. It's design flaw.
Yeah.
I've been trying to construct a way. I mean, obviously, it's just play more games on paper and not rely on Jigogu to tell me to take my money with a big old focus like blackout thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like tempted to put a little slip of paper on the inside of Pilgrimage that just says take your Secret Fate. But I don't think that would be kosher.
Yeah, I don't think that would be tournament legal. So.
I guess this is technically.
So I need to work on not holding my cards under the table. Apparently that's a habit I didn't know I had.
Yeah, Yeah, that will get you yelled at by some snippier tournament players.
Oh, really?
So,
Yeah, they don't want you swapping them out with your pre-placed gin that you've hidden down there or whatever.
Right, in your,
So,
under your butt.
or hiding my curry of favor on my lap when I give you after.
Yeah. Oh, here, I'm holding. No. So, get out of his way. Kind of hoping. I was hoping he did not go for Mitsu here, because he could have broken it, and he kind of wasn't sure.
I was thinking about it.
And you definitely had a break. You were going military, and that thing was up to 7, I think, or something.
6, yeah. So 2 katanas plus 2 for the border rider, so
Yeah.
6. But
I had some money sitting around. I was like, okay, maybe I can just get Mitsu out and turn this shit around.
so why fire ring there? Just to dishonor the investigator to kind of make him less of a threat?
I wanted to dishonor the investigator, make it less of a threat. I also have a noble sack in the deck, and I figured if I drew into it, it would be nice to have the investigator dishonored.
Man, you would
Yeah,
have
nice to get rid of him.
you would have messed me up with that.
So he flips, what is that, upholding authority?
Yes, I believe
Alright.
so.
And I'm presenting 8 strength with the Battle Maiden.
Battle Maiden gets it off, what, is it void and
Off
water?
the Void and Water, yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
So
that was another question because I was surprised you went for void early because it seemed to have like the least effect on the board overall. You know, normally
was-
like earth or fire are your kind of classic first turn rings.
Yep, I wanted to pump up Battle Maiden.
Yeah.
Make her worth something.
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. As opposed to just a body that buying it cost you a fate.
It
even
might
though
have actually been better for me to go for Earth, bring in the Battle Maiden, and leave the Wayfinder at home for the second conflict. Would have only been 1 fewer strength. And
Yeah.
Like you said, you got your noble sack. You were looking for a long-term dishonor.
no, the Void.
With the void.
Oh, void.
Yeah.
So that might have been the better move.
Versus
I don't
2
know.
fate isn't a huge, difference. So.
Especially when I'm going for a turn 2.
Yep.
Victory.
I assume you're running meditations in your row, though. Really?
I'm not.
All right. We will not reveal any secret tech here then.
We got some thinking, some good thinking. Oh, yeah, right. You charge.
So at this point, I have 2 charges in hand, and I'm breaking upholding. I also have a Curry Favor in hand. I figured he should have chosen Curry Favor, but I was hoping that he might not, and that I could stop Shono from bowing after the conflict.
Pretty bad. So I think I just kind of pass here.
So that's my thought in charging Shono in there.
Yeah, because then you're going to have Shono
Pass, let him break.
with 5 political, right? Because he'll honor himself off his pride.
So now here I see Curry, Assassinate, Unleash the Djinn, and a charge. And this is awful.
So, like,
It's terrible.
yeah, in a typical hand, right? I mean, unleash and charge.
I
are
know.
the obvious
I'm like, I
hits,
need to
but-
kill these, but
But if you don't,
then
I
he
break
he's got a
stands.
guaranteed third break first turn, and you are
Right,
definitely on
Shono's
the
coming back.
foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is rough.
And
And it would
Shono's
have been on
what?
resto because I
Shono
only
would have
had
been a 5 because
It's
he
a
has pride.
It's
So-
pride, and it's what is it? 3 political?
Yeah, he's 3 base with 2 glory, so he'd
Yeah.
be a 6/5.
Yeah. So I
swinging back at you.
got rid of his freaking Curry
and it would
Favor.
have been on resto because I only had 4 cards in hand.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
so that's perfect.
right.
Yeah, you
So
don't even need to go to
Mitsu
Shameful to give
Mitsu
him
would have
the-
been gone.
Right.
Yeah.
and you wouldn't give him the second opportunity to get that Seeker Fate off of Shameful.
Right.
So he pride
Yep.
gets
yeah, I think that's
him honored. Who's it? Shono.
Yep, Shono.
And then dishonors.
Yeah, that was the best it's ever felt to
investigator.
hit upholding. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I can't imagine it felt terribly good to have to discard.
It was like
Curry
catch
Favor.
44, man. It sucked.
But yeah, that's probably the only time discarding Curry Favor with upholding authority is going to be the right choice.
Full art Curry Favor, compliments of Nick.
Oh, nice.
Can't get rid of that promo fast enough.
He said it wasn't a good card.
This is a bad card.
It's not a good card when all your other cards are blue. Turns out when they're purple and you can do 3 attacks around,
I think I'd.
slightly better.
Yeah, it seems like a card that was made for Unicorn
Yeah. Yeah.
or maybe Lion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good in Unicorn. Right, HMT makes that card okay. And then, so now if any L5R guys hear this, they're going to be rolling over and dying because we said Curry
just said
Favor's
Curry
okay.
Favor's good in any scenario.
It's good to protect Jin and charge and assassinate.
Yeah, I can already hear
Yes.
Ian yelling,
The value.
results-oriented thinking.
Yeah.
No, it was right once, it's not right again.
Listen, this is objective evidence.
Yep, Curry Favor's a good card. That's true. I like the aesthetic choice there to flip the rings.
Yeah,
to
he put them
political,
all on military.
which is just a little too much playing into Unicorn's theme. But I like that you've gone
was
with
trying
the,
to give you
the
a heads up.
alternating ring
Yeah,
colors.
you have to have some kind of sense of aesthetics. You can appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
Trying to give you an advantage to know that all military attacks are coming.
Yeah, I could tell. It was this very subtle hint.
Yeah, that was a very surprising thing to see.
Although I did take the
Unicorn
political
go all-
favor.
You did
Yeah,
take the political
so-
because you need a little help there, right? I mean,
Well, it gives a little more bite to your off stat, right?
Yeah.
So, and lets you poke with,
Yeah.
some of your.
seem
You got a lot of 0-4 students.
plenty
so-
strong with Mill. I wouldn't have. Yeah, I think that's the right side.
Makes sense.
Got Mitsu coming out.
Yeah.
What do you have over there? You got Kazi regulars.
Kazi regular, a
Yurt.
yurt, and a master of the swift
Right.
waves, and I will probably remember to refill that
That province.
that province
at
in
some
just a
point.
second. There we
There you
go.
go.
And I just put out a Moto Youth.
Dumping Mitsu with 3. And we see a Master of Swift Waves.
And I really wanted Shigenja because I had 2 clouds in my hand, which I never played.
Spoiler
Well,
alert.
you're out of fate now,
Yeah, I
and
know. Yes.
and Triforce there got the first pass.
Right. I was
so-
I was pretty sure I wasn't gonna get that, but I thought maybe I should have actually looked at his fate because he only has 2 left there, so it was impossible. Bad play.
Well, he could have yurted there.
He could have
could have chosen to
yurted
yurt.
for some money
think
and
that
then
would have been a
not have
bad-
not
Yeah,
have been able
really.
to.
Well, look, it refills face up. He could have been going for the high roll. You never know.
That's why I brought in everyone. Yeah. I'm not sure if you would have won on
And
that if I had done that.
lots of exciting card reading here.
Do you have another bonsai or force pump in your hand?
I had a.
And just looking at all of the 1-cost cards that are in my hand that
That you can't play.
I very intelligently can't play.
Here
Spyglass,
I
right?
spyglass. Almost.
like you're-
I spyglass the Master of Swift Waves, and then I realize. In a second,
No, wait, bad.
Nope. Bad decision. So I moved it over to the Border Rider.
Yep, the one that can most easily participate in multiple conflicts, get the full value there.
Can't pretend to know what I was thinking there.
Well, I mean, Master of Swift Waves
Yeah,
can
extra
do,
feet.
You can move it
jump
in and then
around
hop out, and then they
yeah.
can move in again. They get the same benefit, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's less reliable,
Yeah.
but you can get 2 procs on a turn.
Yep.
I think I'm just passing.
Would have been tight though. I went for the riskier play.
I got that. I got a katana up front. I'm kind of shuffling my 3 playable cards up to the front of my hand.
One of them looks like a Void Fist, though, so that can't be all bad.
Yeah. It's my good friend. Now that that's straight, I think I'm able to stop this and pass. Stop thinking so much.
I got a lot of mileage out of Spread the Darkness.
I don't know at this point if I'm assuming I've passed because, or I haven't passed because I'm still looking at cards. But
There was a point at which you passed. I did something, and you didn't realize it was on you.
I was sitting there waiting for him to do something. We
You
were
had
kinda
implied
going-
that you were passing
already
all the way
Yeah,
through,
yeah.
and I didn't know you were.
That
implying
happens once a game for me. It's on me. Okay. Yep, that's green. This is the color green. We're having a good conversation. You're welcome, world.
Riveting L5R content.
Yeah, world. I say world. You're welcome, 2 people watching this.
That seems optimistic.
Yeah, I know. That's you and me later tonight.
Keep your elbows off because it'll pick up.
Toot toot.
So,
My God.
Yeah, what are we doing?
I don't know,
this
man.
is, I think, the vast majority of this game was this action break here.
Yep. Are we actually in the? Yeah, no. It's almost over. I imagine it must be over soon. Are we in the middle of a conflict? No, this
I think we're
is
still
like
waiting
we
on
just.
you to realize that it's your turn to pass.
I think that's what that hand motion meant. That.
Oh
Like,
yeah. I told
hurry
you.
up,
Yeah,
hand
I told you.
motion.
Come on, stop, because you were telling a story to somebody. You were talking to tape. I said, "Let's go." Yes.
All right.
Back to the action.
So now we see movement.
Count.
Have a good night.
And then some dice. 11.
It's, we have 11 showing, but it's actually 12 because we didn't count the +1 for Moto Youth.
Plus one for Moto
for the
U.
first
Yes,
military
right.
conflict.
Yeah, we
we
realized that.
realized it
later.
a little bit later.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't declared it yet, so you could go political here. You never know.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, shocker, not political.
So fire on a province you know is shameful.
Yeah.
So you can negate the effect of shameful, basically, right?
Right.
One half.
I figured
Well, yeah.
my other option was
And I
going
remembered my
into,
fate. Congratulations, me.
I seriously
That cloud
considered
is
going
live.
into Resto.
Mhm.
Decided that if I went with firing into Shameful,
It would mitigate enough
Yeah.
that you could. Yep.
that was better than losing 3 cards. I think I had 7 in hand at that point.
So double defend.
Yeah, double defend. Seems strong. I didn't really want him to trigger HMT again. Mitsu's cool, and he gets honored here in a second, so felt good about that.
So what are
I
we
like
sitting,
Shameful's
what
strong,
are we sitting
it
at
turns out.
right now?
What he has, it's 5. Is he 4? 4-3? Yeah,
Yeah,
so
he's
he's
a
4, so
4-3,
he needs a
so
7 now, and then it's so I was
7-6.
10, and we thought it was 10 on the other side too.
Right.
Or something. Oh, because the dishonor. I didn't count the
That's
dishonor.
right. So that would have brought you down to 10.
Yeah,
But then the Moto Youth +1
right. We realized
Not
the
that it-
dishonor happened here, and then later.
went down to 10. And then,
Yeah.
Yep.
Before this conflict ends, we realized the Motor Youth is live. And then he assassinates me.
Shigenja.
All right.
Which
so even without counting the Moto Youth, you are now breaking.
seemed.
Yes.
So that
7,
totally
10.
caught me off guard because I'm
7 to 11.
not really used to like having to deal with characters dying against the unicorn.
I thought that was just in general like a dragon thing.
No,
Characters
well,
don't
I mean,
die.
like I.
Oh, this is
I would
where we
never really
realized
protect
Moto
it.
Youth gets a +1.
Yeah. I'd never protect a Doom Shigenja anyway.
Yeah, reprieve on it doesn't feel great.
No, if it's a reprieve, it's okay. 2 for 3 turns at 3/3s is good. 2 turns at 3/3s.
So this was Mountain Does Not Fall on Mitsu.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, I'm used to Unicorn needing to use their honor to do Jin and all sorts of other crap. And I don't know. Do they all run? Do most of them? Yeah. Captive is 1, right?
Yep.
Do
Bonsais.
they run?
Nick's
Assassinate?
feet have made an appearance.
Oh, hi, next week.
Up in the top corner there.
Yeah.
Yep. Because my game had just ended.
And he's right.
I didn't realize how slow we were until we had to watch it.
We were thinking, man.
When you're in the tank,
This
you know,
game
I
is,
mean,
is
time
hard.
like
So I
stretches
Void
out.
Fist. Send
Yeah,
home
Void
the
Fist.
Biggin.
Out.
It's a Porter Rider, right?
Yeah,
was the border
yeah,
rider.
that was the border rider. So that was the vast majority of that strength. What, 5?
And then-
I think.
Yeah, and then we had
Brings
counted
it
that.
down to
so-
6.
Unleash the Jin.
Yep.
Unleash the Jin. So
Yeah,
yeah,
he,
that
he had an
makes it
answer
6 to
for
3.
just about everything here.
Yep.
And
Now, did you lose your honor for the Jin there? I don't know. You did.
cheat, concede, I win.
I don't think it matters. But,
Yeah, I
but-
think you're right, though.
Yeah, because you lost it for the assassinate, but I don't think you did for
Yeah,
the
I
Jin.
never got down anywhere close to.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been a
Dishonor.
deciding
Jeez,
factor,
man.
but
Yeah.
who
These
knows?
friggin'
maybe you
unicorn
could've-
players.
Asterisk on this
Gigantic.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the Discord admins, if any of you are watching, can you take note and put a gigantic bold asterisk on Johnny's win, please?
And Mountain does not fall to prevent the bow
Yeah.
there.
The
from its,
saving grace, the only saving grace of that conflict for me.
Yep.
I mean, I got him to play some cards, but it's not like he even paid the cost, so whatever.
Yeah. And it turns out Jin is pretty good.
Jin's
when It's
good.
free.
It-
And HMT trigger.
It was never relevant, right? It didn't even matter.
Wow, the HMT.
No,
or-
the
the honor. Yeah.
The
yeah,
honor loss.
Yeah.
I was not pressuring. Nor did we go really long enough for it to get down to the bottom of the tank.
Yep.
Here I am complaining about admit defeat, pointing to I see it peeking out of the top of his deck or his discard over there, and just said, that thing really screwed me.
Yeah, nobody expects the spicy crane additions.
Is that a Corset card?
Yes. Yeah.
See,
Corset.
that's funny because I don't know. I don't see it all that often, but when I do, I always I hate it so much.
It's just the great anti-tower tech.
Yeah.
And it's good stuff. But yeah, even most crane are only running it at like a 1x because it's just relatively easy to play around if you know it's there. So.
Yep. And I'm just not. I just have too few crane matchups under my belt. I think I probably would see it more if I just all the players are Scorpion and Phoenix. I go and play online against random people, and it's a Scorpion or a Phoenix.
Yep. And so you get your first attack in of the game.
Yeah, God, that's terrible.
After
Thanks for bringing that up. That's
I thought that was worth pointing out here.
Yep.
So your 6 strength Yokuni with what is that?
Mitsu.
Earthring? Or Mitsu, yeah. Yep.
In case anyone's confused.
Earthring, and you will hit Upholding Authority.
Earth for some money,
Age.
and it was okay because it's Earth.
So
Yep.
here I
Earth
pop,
never bad.
I pop the yurt to see if it's worth defending if I get another charge target.
Okay.
Yes. I was initially confused, said, why do you care about honor right now? And then went, oh, okay.
Yep. That's just good to flip it face up. Yep.
And what, another Border Rider?
Yep.
And the Kazi regulars. Very exciting. So what do I have? Military, and he's got a katana? Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
so
got a katana,
6. So breaking by a fair bit here.
And
Oh,
let
you're
go
getting
of
rid of
katana.
let go to-
Yeah, I'm getting ready to.
I think this is just a hand dump to get rid of valuable.
That's right. Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
only
yeah,
thing
yeah.
that you do.
I almost did it again. I think,
Yeah.
but it felt he had
Well,
one.
you knew I
one.
wasn't-
He had one fade on the thing, and like one more turn.
I wasn't getting rid of let go anyways, most likely.
I think I got to. Yeah, I got my hand into a place where I didn't feel like I don't know. I wanted to let go. They're
targets.
important in this matchup. If you get a Force of the River or a Talisman, I want to keep them. So I got rid of one to make it a less enticing target.
Yep.
And I don't know. What did you?
I go with Bonsai.
Oh my God, we're there already, huh?
Yeah. I go with Bonsai because that's
Because the game plan here is to try to break over top of Mitsu, right?
Right.
To go after the box and
Right, because he's on 3 breaks already because of freaking HMT. Man.
Yep.
Do you remember what else
I
you
haven't
were
gotten
sitting on?
steamrolled this bad by HMT since the first time I played against it, which was you. Like,
So this was you deciding to discard Kazi, and
Yes.
then this is where you made a mistake. I only had 1 fate left, and I was going to get 1 off the
okay,
ring.
I was
so
afraid
couldn't
of
have
a
used
cab.
Reserves.
I was afraid of the cab reserves, and I didn't. I should have counted the fate. That was the bad move. I made a couple of just not counting fate mistakes. That was pretty.
And then you tried to steal a couple of cards from me. That was an invocation.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Which you're just gonna charge out the regulars, right? So. it's
Oh,
your
this
last
was
fate.
Earthring, right?
Yeah, I
This
was
Props to Nick.
praying that you wouldn't pull the charge out.
Props to Nick for reminding us to actually resolve the Earthring. Thanks, Nick. Didn't help.
So this one here, I think, is a little.
So this, I realized here that I never unbowed my stronghold from turn
last
1.
turn.
So
yeah.
I actually should have gone with the water ring,
Right.
but
Yeah.
I forgot that there was a Void Fist in discard, and I knew he didn't have one in hand. So I thought it was a guaranteed break, and I just grabbed the closest ring.
Okay.
Yeah, you got too excited.
you got.
Yes.
Yeah. You got.
So I didn't even take time to think.
Stars
So
in
yeah,
your eyes.
water ring would have been the more sensible choice.
So you're just betting here he doesn't have another mid defeat, right?
Yeah, it did actually cross my mind this time. I think I had I had 2 Ancient Masters in hand,
Which
which
seen my hand.
I had seen your hand. That's right.
Oh, yep. Yeah.
Um,
Okay. So then we charge out the regulars. Yeah.
There is one benefit.
I had seen your hand. And then, did you draw since the last time I saw it?
I had charged since the beginning of the game.
I know, but had you drawn cards since the last time I saw your hand?
Yeah, because you broke.
I thought so, right?
Yeah, you broke up holding the first turn.
Yeah, that's true.
Right,
yeah,
so I
there's
thought,
a 5-card
I thought,
difference there.
okay, well, he might have drawn
Yeah.
a couple things, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was,
Well, that's true.
right.
'Cause, I mean, if you play out like an Ancient Master here, right? Basically,
But I don't do it right away.
You can Void Fist one way or the other.
Right, so
with
now,
Mitsu if
yeah,
he's
I'm
down.
chasing the Void Fist right now,
Yeah.
which,
And then we get a
And
Force of
I
the
got
River.
excited when you used the Let Go because I had Force of the River in hand. And
yeah.
Yeah. So that's, and after charging, that's going to be +3, so that's a good buff.
that was you getting mad that you didn't realize I had a Shugenja. Because that was
Yeah.
right after you said,
Yeah,
well, you don't have a Shugenja.
I said, you don't have a Shugenja, and then he goes, yes, I do, and it's getting a Force of the River, and I said, what the fuck is that card over there? Blends in with Alter Sinai there on
It was
the
a
map.
difference of one strength
Alter
versus
Sinai.
the katana.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, 3 versus a 2. So, although
Yeah.
if you had drawn into the Jin, it would have been backbreaking. But
Yeah.
so that Ancient Master, despite the look, is actually played into the conflict.
Yeah, it's
right?
into the conflict, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was, so the admit defeat, I guess, really wasn't on my mind too much because I was holding that back in case you ginned. I wanted to hold on to it as long as I could before you ginned to drop it in, but I needed to play it to get the second card for the Void Fist proc, and I'm doing that from discard here
Yeah.
with Mitsu's ability.
So Void Fist to get rid of the Miname Kaze because Mitsu has a katana, bring him to 6. So
Yeah.
Two ballistas, although I finally
Right.
killed
And this is me not knowing
Yeah.
what is printed on Mitsu and going, you can't do that.
Yeah, he's not strong enough.
Yeah. For some reason, I always think Mitsu's a 3/3, which would make my life so much easier.
could have been worse.
So now I'm showing
Reading
four,
cards.
4 strength to your
7, it looks like.
8.
Literally,
Oh,
the most
7. Right.
7. Yep.
solid piece of terrain in
Oh yeah.
of you.
Okay.
So
I remembered what happened after this just now.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
So we're doing this immediately after playing this game.
Yeah.
We just kind of set the table up and are doing this, and I've already forgotten half of what happened, so that's good.
The memories are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this terrain is
I was up late last night playing with the microphone and webcam and stuff.
it is giving me a bonus
And-
to like a
Swift Waves.
What's happening? Oh yeah, you popped out, which was cool.
there's mortal
That
wounds,
card's good.
regular wounds, mortal wounds.
Yep. Save the Border Rider, keep it standing.
Favorable ground on a horse.
It's been
Yep.
useless to me because this motherfucker
Or just a
is
horse.
all like, oh, if I roll a 6, it's just dead. Luckily, he hasn't rolled a 6 yet.
You
so
didn't,
magic
you didn't even have
horse.
to use your box to stop that. I thought I had it too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And then, so that's
Easy.
that's where I realized I should have taken the water ring.
Yep.
Like, as it used to be. But like, why put any terrain on it? Like, I understand it does stuff, but like.
makes it look nice, and if your guys are completely like this guy, it counts as knowledge, so they're harder to hit.
And okay, so he's done. What? We've each done a conflict at this point, or?
No, Johnny has done 2.
Well, I have 2 rings on my.
Yeah, but I heard they're kind of
I've
Yep.
claimed 2.
And then Johnny's got the fire ring
Yeah,
up
right.
top there.
Right. Okay, so we each have a political left at this point because
Yeah.
there's 3 militaries claimed. Yeah.
Yep.
Right, and I didn't feel super threatened by a political break from him.
Well, you actually kept.
I kept because I kept
Yeah.
the investigator with a fan and a seal, just
As defense.
as defense for the political break.
Yeah.
Because I had just been getting steamrolled the whole time. I'm slapping my cards around real good.
But you knew I had a captive audience, though.
I didn't. I hadn't
No,
seen
I think you drew the captive audience.
I hadn't seen it.
Oh, really?
Off
Okay.
Off the
Okay.
5 bid. So.
Oh, you did. You had a captive.
I had
Okay.
captive, so
So-
I was happy when you left him behind.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. So I'm gonna go here.
So Mitsu with
Let's watch
water.
Nick's feet.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the moment. So yeah,
yeah,
decides to go
right.
political.
Yeah, meant to,
yeah,
meant to do
because-
that. I had to
because
be
you're only
right.
out of
And I knew
political- yeah,
I
you only
kind of in my
political
mind said it's political, and John's shaking with excitement here, and
Endless
Nick goes
plans.
dancing across the room.
Yeah, I felt like a hype man. That was Endless Plans. which he at first thought was bow and go home, and
Yeah.
it is not that.
Yeah, well, let me read that horrible card. Right, and good game. Yeah,
Killing a 3-Fate Mitsu.
you killed him. So that's
Yep.
I don't know.
That will do it.
Okay, well, thanks for tuning in, and I guess I'm gonna try and make a little bit of a habit of this every once in a while, and let me know if you enjoyed it, and if you made it to the end, congratulations. See everybody later.